All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. "59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl?" And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. 53, check 53. Hunt 64, weak. Shit. 25, check 25. Ready?
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Jet, step.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a second and 13.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Second and 13. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bills take over first and 10. We're going to work at their own 25-yard line.
we go. 18 Gator. Let's go. Hey, Haywood. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got? Bam, bam. Check. Now. I got motion, man. Me. I got this. Shoot.
On first down, it's Taylor. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hey, Orbit. Watch twist.
To throw on 3rd down. Marshall looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
80 weapons. Hey, seam 6. SOS.
On first down, Marshall. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Ready? Send Lobo. 96.
I got you, boy. Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fleming. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
Go. Double time.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. The try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
5, roll out. Snap.
Back to throw. Marshall dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check that.
Look, squeeze. Slide.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Look at me. Door. Hey, Alpha.
They're going to try and throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
On the double.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
51, Mike 51. Watch the run. Watch the
Rock it.
Check right.
Hey, zoom.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
Go. 90 Wolf. Bravo.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
There.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Marshall. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, Mike 51.
Be gripping.
On second down now, it's Taylor. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, stand off.
Kill.
Hey, exit.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Nice, sweetheart. Leo. No.
On 4th down, Marshall. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
That'll be complete to Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 13.
22 jet bomber.
It's a safety creep.
Gone.
Crunch. Hey.
You're out.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Let go.
He's checking.
Dude.
Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You go.
Hey, box truck.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Hey, Mike 51.
Here's 2nd and 8. Johnson's got it complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
You draw Porter.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check safety. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Look. Squeeze. Deep grip.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
You go tight. Hard, hard. You got tight right there. Check. Lucky. Look at me. Door.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ready. 90, Wolf. 164, weak. Hey, echo. 51.
On 3rd down, Marshall. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Check 61. Matchbox lights. Joker. Check. Bam.
They run with Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Watch the shit. Hey, seam 6. Mike 51. Hey, get in the weight room. Go, Mike 51. Hey, wahoo. Hey, Sam off. Here we go.
From the gun, Marshall. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Buzz. Mike 51. Hey, lock it. Let him know. Jam. Five.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Delta.
51 to Mike, boys, 51. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 51, Mike. Mike, 51.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Marshall. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Marshall. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Ready, set.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 51. Hey, we're coming up. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Get it.
A final shot before break. Marshall. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this 1st half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Man, pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Crunch time, defense. Shoot!
Go.
Back to Mike. I got it. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
To throw on 2nd down, Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No call, and it's 3rd down.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Marshall. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Not today, you are.
Protein spill.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. Try to lay one up deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Come on, set. Ten Lobo.
Mike. So we got man.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Here we go.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Ready up.
Hey, we got Mike.
Topper.
Hey, pick your game up. Check 24, check 24.
Yep.
Rush in.
On first down, here's Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
218, chopper. Squeeze. Down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Squeeze, double. Share.
Treystone travel. Look at me. Door.
Check 49.
Rock it. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
51 the mic.
To throw on 3rd down. Marshall. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
51 the mic. 51 the mic. Exit. Mike 51. Mike.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Marshall forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Leo. Hey, wahoo.
Back to throw. Marshall. He's going to air one out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? If they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give coming right is Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Watch us left now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll be a loss of a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, Delta.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey,
Go on.
let's go, D. Kill.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, turn it up.
Get it.
From the gun, Marshall. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
You're out.
We got 4 down. Hey, check 24.
Hey, Charlie.
Right here, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51. Here we go.
Big grip.
On 4th down, Marshall. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Second and 2. And his throw here's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Ready?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Bravo.
Mike,
On 4th down, Marshall. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now it's Breida. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
5.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fleming. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And shedding through the tackle. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Matt Breida with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
I got you, punk. Hey, Mike 51.
Looking to throw. Marshall. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Too little, Cupcake. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Switch up, switch up.
On 3rd down, Marshall going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Hey, Echo.
On 4th down, Marshall. He finds his man Johnson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Shift. 61, matchbox lights.
Wide motion.
Hey, orbit.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Marshall. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Marshall. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, seam 6.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
5.
On 1st down, Marshall. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go, baby.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm going.
Look at me. Go. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Topper. Go.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey. High 7.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Shoot.
To throw on second down. Marshall. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Yep. Buzz. Rock it. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Hey, they're scared.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. This is Breida. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.